for people to join?
I'd wait a couple of minutes just to, give people a chance to come in.
I think we have everyone here if you want. I think we can begin if you guys do.
Oh, we can start now?
Yep, we are rolling.
And is this being recorded yet or not yet?
Yes, I believe it has all begun, and we have our participants here. So I think we are rolling.
All right, hi everyone, welcome to Back to School Night for the 5th grade. We are going to start with a short welcome video.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the 2021 Nottingham Back to School Night. I'm Eileen Gardner, Nottingham's principal. A special welcome to our kindergarten families and those who've joined us from around the world, the country, and even in Virginia, who are new to Nottingham. It's a great place for your children to learn, thanks to our great staff and all of you. We really appreciate everyone's patience and perseverance as we return to in-person learning. Thank you for your never-ending kind words, support, and feedback as we work out the kinks and issues to make sure everyone's set up for success. Teachers did take some time this summer for some rest and relaxation and then come back more rejuvenated and energetic than ever. Teacher teams have collaborated closely with our coaches and instructional support staff to provide you with consistent quality instruction to make sure that your children are in great hands. We are acutely aware that the social emotional needs of our students need to be addressed. Weekly lessons with our counselors, as well as individual and small group support, are available throughout the year. Please don't hesitate to reach out to our fabulous support staff, Mark Jones and Kellen Bisbee, our counselors, Maggie Ryan, our social worker, or Maggie DeSira, our school psychologist, who are more than happy to help you address the social, emotional, or mental health needs of your students. The Office of Academics has been working closely with our teachers to determine how we can do beginning year assessments, including reading, math, and writing. Fall SOL testing will be used as a brief, informative, low-stakes measure of how students are doing. Please stay tuned as we learn more about the assessments, how they'll be implemented, and when. More information will be included in the nightly news next week. For those of you who may not know this yet, the nightly news is a weekly communication from me that comes out every Tuesday with important dates, information, and updates. As we have each year, we will strive to uphold the elements of the APS School Board strategic goal, providing multiple pathways to success for all students, making sure students are healthy, safe, and supported, retaining our staff, ensuring operational excellence, and supporting strong community partnerships. Please continue to give us feedback about how your children are doing, and so we can adjust and partner with you to ensure engagement, excitement, and energy. I'd like to recognize the Nottingham PTA for their support. I encourage those of you who are new to Nottingham to find a place within its structure to get plugged in. We truly appreciate all your support. Thank you to our PTA President, Danielle Herndon, and the rest of the PTA Executive Board for all you do. We'll have our first PTA meeting tonight at 8 p.m. using the link provided. Please join us this month and every month at these very informative meetings. The link is also provided to you in the chat. On the agenda tonight is a welcome from our assistant principal, Dr. Megan Lynch, a message from Mr. Mark Jones, one of our counselors. And after that, you'll hear directly from the PTA President, Danielle Herndon, and then the moment you're waiting for, a chance to hear from the teaching teams directly. Each team will present just once this evening. Feel free to bounce in and out of the grade level meetings as you'd like. All of our presentations tonight will be posted to our website for you to view at your leisure. Our teachers, myself, Megan, and the rest of our support staff are always here to answer any questions that you have or to provide guidance or support in any way. I won't keep you any longer. Please enjoy your time this evening, and we look forward to seeing everyone in person at our outdoor ice cream social on this Friday, September 10th, from 3:45 to 5:45. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again at 8 o'clock for the PTA meeting. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Megan Lynch, assistant principal here. Welcome to Back to School Night. I'm so glad you could join us virtually. This year, Arlington Public Schools will continue to focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion as one of their initiatives. This pairs nicely with Nottingham's work as an inclusive model site and as a participant at the No Place for Hate school. We will continue to build a safe, welcoming community that values all learners and promotes equity and cultural competency. This year, look out for opportunities to engage with us on this topic. Starting this month with Latinx Heritage Month on September 15th and diving on into the rest throughout the year. Look out for messages in Eileen's weekly and nightly news and the students on their news broadcast on Fridays, nights at 9. We'll be sharing more information with you and with your students as the year goes on, and we look forward to continuing this important work. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or give me a call. Thanks so much. Bye.
Hi, my name is Mark Jones. I'm the full-time school counselor at Nottingham. Kellen Bisbee is also a school counselor at Nottingham, and she works at Nottingham on Tuesdays. So the role of a school counselor in an elementary school is to promote and teach social emotional skills. We do that primarily in 3 different ways. One is we go into each of the classrooms on a regular basis, teaching such things as identifying emotions, regulating uncomfortable big emotions like anger and worry and sadness, teaching about bullying prevention, teaching about how to make friends, how to keep friends, and other topics. We also meet with students individually if they want to have a conversation and counseling on a topic involving social emotional skills. They can refer themselves. You can refer your child to us, or a teacher may refer a student to us. And the third category after teaching classes and individual counseling is group counseling. Group counseling is with 3, 4, 5, 6 students. Might be at lunch, or it might be during the school day at a time agreed to by the teacher. And it's small group counseling on the topics that we cover typically in the lessons, social emotional skills. I'm also happy, as is Ms. Bisbee, to consult with you on some problem solving if you're having some challenges, or your child is, and we can help you sort of talk through that and see if we can come up with some solutions. The Nottingham school website has a counseling tab, which has lots of information, and I encourage you to look at that. Contact information is there, among other things, and we have a virtual calming room, which is for families, students, and staff. So check it all out. Hope to meet you soon. Bye.
Hi, Knights. My name is Danielle Herndon, and I am your PTA president. It's such a joy to serve our students, teachers, and families alongside an awesome team of parents on our executive board. Like you, we are thrilled to have our kids back in school 5 days a week, and we have all kinds of things planned to make it a great year. Since we have been apart for a while, and there are lots of new faces at our school, one of the key goals for the PTA this year is going to be connecting and uplifting our community through programs that promote enrichment, engagement, education, and fun. To make this happen, we need your help in 3 simple ways. First, join the PTA. Did you know that your PTA membership expires every year in the summertime? So you got to go to nespta.org and sign up. As a member, you will have access to the newsletter, digital calendar, online directory, spiritware store, and so much more. If you want to be in the know, this is the way to go. Second, volunteer. There are so many easy ways to help out. Take a few minutes to think about what you enjoy, what you're good at, and what makes you smile. Then, when you renew your PTA membership, fill out the volunteer form to let us know how you would like to help. Some tasks may take just a few minutes. Others could be longer-term projects. Every little bit of elbow grease makes a big difference. Plus, it's a great way to get to know people at the school. Chip in with cash. It takes a good amount of money to fund all the programs that the PTA supports, like STEAM enrichment, school assemblies, teacher education grants, family fun nights, classroom supplies, staff and teacher appreciation, maintaining the exploration courtyard, sock hop, Mayfest, field trips, technology grants, and more. Your financial generosity is what makes these programs happen, and there are all kinds of ways you can donate. From designating Nottingham as your charity of choice at the grocery store or on Amazon, to buying spiritware, books at the book fair, or something great at the auction. It's easy to give. I hope you'll join us tonight at 8 p.m. on Zoom to learn more about the PTA and how you can get involved. We welcome input from all members, and I promise it won't be boring. Everyone who attends will be entered to win a free Nottingham t-shirt from our spiritware collection. And I look forward to seeing everyone at the all-school ice cream social tomorrow after school. We're going to have a great year, Knights. And please remember, the PTA will be there for you.
We're here to tell you all about the PTA. Helping the school nights roll, you should join today. So many different ways to volunteer. Since we're back in school each day, we need your help to have a great year. And we'll be there for you. The PTA is the way. We'll be there for you. To help learning and play, we'll be there for you. Because we all love this school.
The video is a hard act to follow.
It's very good.
All right, well, welcome to 5th grade. And we are excited to have you here and let you know about what the school year is going to look like. And so on the team this year, we have some familiar faces and some new people as well. We have Lori Donnarumma, myself, Sarah Wysocki, Trish Zipfeld, Paul Mayer, Lauren Baumeister, who will be working with your kids a lot. Ryan Van Valen is our gifted teacher. Kristen Muller is a math coach and STEAM coordinator. Teal Miles, the reading specialist. And then 2 great assistants, Ms. Castillo and Mr. Ian. So this year I will be teaching primarily math. Ms. Zipfeld will be teaching science and social studies, and Ms. Donnarumma will be teaching reading. And I think we're going to get more into that later. So a little bit about me. I've been at Nottingham for 8 years. I think I've been teaching 5th grade for 12 years. I have a bachelor's in science and psychology and a master's in teaching. I love being active and reading and traveling and outdoors. As a teacher, I always try to make learning purposeful and engaging. And I have 2 children, Emma and Christian, and my husband, who is also a teacher.
I'm Miss Donnarumma. I'm starting my 13th year teaching, and this is my 6th year at Nottingham, and all my years teaching have been in 5th grade, so I like to say I'm an expert on 5th graders. I received both my bachelor's and my master's from West Virginia University. I'm originally from New York, but I've been living in Virginia for the past 13 years. I have a son who is almost 2.5, and we are expecting a baby in January. When I have spare time, I enjoy running and watching reality TV.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Zipfel. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but I lived in Maryland, and that was on the Eastern Shore for 5 years before I moved here to Virginia. This is my 31st year teaching. I feel like the old one of the group. And I started teaching here at Nottingham in 2012. I taught 11 years at the middle school level and 18 years now at the elementary level. Actually, I think I need to change that to 19. This is, I missed that, sorry. And this is my first year teaching 5th grade. So I'm excited because now I will have taught everything from pre-K to 12th grade, including my student teaching. So this will round out my education from pre-K to 12. I am certified in elementary education, special education, and as a library media specialist, but I love being in the classroom, so I haven't decided to change over to a librarian yet. I do live in Woodbridge with my husband Ray and my dog Buster, and I know many of you already, so I'm looking forward to another great year with your children. Thanks.
Good evening, parents. My name is Paul Mayer. I'm the special education case carrier. As far as education, as you know, I'm originally from Wisconsin. I did receive my Bachelor's of Science Education in special education from the University of Wisconsin. And then I started a master's program at Cardinal Stritch University, which is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as a reading specialist and supervisor. I also did some postdoctoral graduate work at the University of Wisconsin. My teaching experience is mainly Milwaukee Public Schools. As you can see, it was from 1980, when I first started teaching, to 2015. And then I also taught at the university, at Cardinal Stritch University, in their language arts department. And you'll see that's from 2003 until 2015. I moved out here to be with my cousins and family. And so I started off in DCPS. And then after that, I went to Arlington Public Schools from 2016 to the current time. And this is my 43rd year teaching. So I'm looking forward to being with all your children. I love it. And as the special education case carrier, feel free to email me questions and talk to me, give me a call, and I can answer questions about special education. Thank you.
All right, so here's a little bit more about how 5th grade runs departmentalizing. I know Ms. Wysocki touched on it a little bit in the beginning. I will teach reading to all 3 classes. Ms. Wysocki will teach math to 3 classes, and Ms. Zipfel will teach science and social studies to 3 classes. All homeroom teachers will teach writing to our own homeroom. And this really prepares students for middle school with changing classes, working with different teachers. I know we love it as teachers because we kind of become experts on our subjects, and we also get to know all the 5th graders, which I really love. By the end of the year, we feel like we have 75 students. And so just so you know, if you have a question or concern about a particular subject, just email that teacher directly. It kind of helps us kind of streamline the information back to you or answer your questions a little bit faster.
All right, so some of the highlights of 5th grade, there's some exciting things happening for the 5th graders. They get to be safety patrols this year, SCA officers, as well as class representatives. Nights at 9 will be, information will be coming out about that, and the students helping with Nights at 9 are news programs on Friday. Instrumental music, band and orchestra, the chorus, outdoor lab, which I'll talk more about in just a minute, and our community service project, as well as the promotion ceremony at the end of the year. Outdoor Lab is back this year. It will be a one-day activity. It will not be an overnight. but I think the kids will be excited that they'll get to go to Outdoor Lab this year. The activities that we're going to do are going to review some of the 4th grade objectives and a cookout. And we're going to be asking for some chaperones to help out, and we will provide more detailed information regarding the cookout, the food, and the activities closer to the trip. But the date is October 18th, so keep that in mind.
So here's a little bit information from our ELA department. So APS is, in the elementary level, is practicing structured literacy. The big push this year is we're going to do a lot with small group on all levels each day. So students will have a whole group lesson, work with teachers, have some independent time, but the big focus is on that small group instruction, differentiated with the teacher. And these are just some of our literacy resources that we'll be using this year. Still using some Lucy Calkins for reading and writing, Step Up to Writing, the Lexia Core 5 reading, and we have a new vocabulary program this year that is brand new to APS, and we're very excited about it. It focuses on breaking word parts down, hypothesizing meanings, and being able to check for meaning in context.
So this year the students have iPads again. I think most, if you are a returning family, your child already has their iPad. We're going to be going through the acceptable use policy in class. So that is a requirement, but the classroom teachers will handle that. And if your child's with Miss Itfeld, they've already done that. And that's just saying that your child will use their iPad and its powers for good. We will be using Canvas this year. If your child's homeroom teacher's Canvas page isn't up yet, it will be up soon. Right now, there might not be very much information there, but as the school year gets going, there'll be more things on there. But if anyone needs to go virtual, that's where our MS Teams link is, and all the apps that we use will be housed in Canvas. And just some of the apps that we'll use is Canvas, Dreambox, Lexia, Nearpod, Seesaw, Flipgrid, BrainPop, Clever, and probably some others as well. Most of these are ones that may look familiar to your child, even if they don't look familiar to you.
And the 5th grade is actually piloting a program this year with choice activities on Wednesdays and Fridays. And all of your children were able to pick what they wanted to participate in. And these are some of their these are their choices for the first half of the year. So there was a STEAM component where Miss Gustafson was doing strategy games and robotics. And then the art component with art exploration and anime stop motion. And music, there is the winter songs and chorus performance, as well as theater. And then there's music at the movies and a component with composing an advanced ensemble with Mr. Glassner. So the kids are really super excited. They had a great time on Wednesday for the first day. They're really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to hear more about it from them as we go on through the year.
So, as far as volunteer opportunities, we have room parents, promotion ceremony, nights at 9, and field trips, which would be the outdoor lab. So, you know, parent volunteer is essential for us, and so we welcome seeing you as volunteering within these wonderful programs. Next slide, please. And then contacting teachers. We may not always be able to read the emails throughout the day. However, we will respond to all your emails and that within 24 hours. For something urgent, like how a child is going to be getting home that day, or any type of emergency that you have as a family, call the office directly, and then the office will be able to reach us, and then we will be able to resolve whatever that issue is. So if it's an emergency, don't email, call the office, and then we will take care of whatever that emergency is. But otherwise, if it's a general email about content, coursework, everything, just send us an email, and then we'll get back to answering the email within 24 hours. Remember, though, on weekends, Saturday and Sundays, teachers are preparing lessons, but more than likely, we will not be looking at emails until sometime on Monday. Okay, next slide, please. And so we are enjoying being your child's teacher. And again, welcome back to school. And I know all of us teachers are so happy being back in school in person. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So with that, thank you. And then I think we have questions, Q&A.
So as I look at the Q&A right now, it does not appear we have any questions. Maybe we leave it open for another minute.
Okay.
See if any pop up. So we have our first one. And maybe Lori, how does a student sign up for chorus?
That was actually one of the choice activities, so they would have already signed up for it for the first half of the year. There will be an opportunity for the chorus piece for the second half of the year, again in January, when they sign up for their additional choice activities.
Thank you. We have another one. Will there be a Shakespeare event?
I think there will be. Usually that comes more like in the second half of the year, like January, February, and that will definitely be an opportunity for parents to volunteer. We were able to make it happen last year, so I would think that we're going to be able to make it happen this year.
Probably more information to come December, January.
So we have another question regarding homework. So we know in general there is a limited homework policy here at Nottingham. Just wondering what it looks like in 5th grade because of the amount of homework needed in middle school.
I think in 5th grade, we really work on time management and making sure that students know what's coming up next. So while there's not necessarily going to be a lot of homework, we do help them with time management and preparing for tests, so they're not studying the night before, and we help them plan that out. So a lot of it is just looking at the big picture of what what's coming up next, and so they can plan accordingly. I see someone says we do not have a no homework, it's a reduced practice. So there is not a no homework policy, but generally we try to maximize class time to optimize learning. The next question says no snacks, right? I wouldn't say that it's no snacks, but we are not advertising a group snack time just because we don't want everyone taking their masks off at once and eating in the classroom. So the way our schedule works is we have lunch pretty much right in the middle of the day. So far we haven't heard anyone complaining that they're too hungry. If someone needs a snack, we can accommodate that, but we're not going to have like one snack time.
We have another question in regards to how students sign up for an instrument.
I am working on getting the link that I will put in the chat momentarily.
So there's 3 all in a row about homework. Like we stated before, there's going to be like the reading homework, There will be assignments, but it's not necessarily going to be daily homework. It's more going to be time management and preparing for upcoming events. So there's not going to be, a daily worksheet sent home. There are apps that the students can work on every night if they choose to, but you shouldn't be on the lookout for daily worksheets coming home. I think that's kind of maybe what the idea of homework. That's what I think that may be saying too.
So we have another question here that asks for a little more information about Canvas. Could it be explained a little bit more what it is?
Canvas is our learning platform where we post assignments, we can give assessments. It was put more into widespread use last school year with virtual learning, so all students had one place to go that they could go to their Microsoft Teams link, they could access their schedule, they had their different courses, so we were trying to make that their student home base. And so we are using that. Not all of our Canvas pages are up and published yet, but they will, and that's where Microsoft Teams links will be. They should have a Canvas class I guess we put them there, the dashboard with different courses on there. And they will have one for science, for reading, and they might access assignments there that are live, or maybe assignments that they missed.
And that kind of segues into the next question: when will we see the schedule for each day? I believe that the schedules are already posted on everyone's Canvas page. Is that?
I haven't yet. I will get.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could email a schedule home. You will be receiving bi-weekly updates on what each subject is doing, and also outlining key dates for tests. And it is going to be very similar to last year, because we are stealing Ms. Zipfeld's ideas on how they did newsletters last year to do 5th grade newsletters this year.
I just posted the link. I forgot to put on about it being for band and orchestra, but the link for the sign up is posted in the chat.
I think that SOL is being re-administered might be about the beginning of the year assessments that we're taking. So it's not, that's really just to give a benchmark or some data points for the teachers to work with, but it's not an SOL that's being reported beyond us, I don't believe. Is that accurate?
Yes.
So it's really just for us to see where, if there's gaps, or maybe everybody learned everything and we don't need to remediate as much as we thought. It's just going to help us plan better. The next question is about parent-teacher conferences. There will be parent-teacher conferences, and more details will be coming. Canvas is an app on your child's iPad, so you can always get to it from their iPad. But it's also, if you go to the APS homepage, it's one of the links on the homepage as well. There's a big button that says Canvas, and if you click there, that is how you get to Canvas. If your child hasn't received their iPad yet, they will be receiving it shortly. But in the meantime, you can get to Canvas from the apsva.us website.
There's a few questions about possibly outdoor activities for PE and other stuff regarding situations if someone were to test positive. We're going to ask you to send those questions to administration. We're really following all of those protocols here in the classroom. And that also kind of, we'll wait a couple more seconds to see if we get any other questions. All right. Looks like that's it. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. We appreciate it. And please reach out to anyone if you have any questions.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.